Welcome everybody to the where I make a swallow. If you don't understand it, it's a perfect. You get a massive pole, usually from greenhouse. Ready? And I get to this long. Sounds good, sturdy enough. There's my brother, Rowan, bogging it. Okay, now we perfectly. First you do is get a cleaning sponge. Now, use a tennis ball, specifically a tennis ball that is damaged from years of being old, that you don't know how it got there. You always will have one in your garden. If you're American, then no. You first wet it a lot, then you put it on the side. Oh, it fell, but you know what I mean. Put it on the side that's more sturdy. There's a couple of bits of drops. Nada. Now it's fully soaked. That is. Rowan, drop it. Drop it. Good. Swing, Rowan, swing back and forth. Sorry about that. That's my brother. Now you get the cleaning sponge and you clean it. I'm gonna do it is I can't strap it to the wall. There's obvious reasons like I can't. I could put it through the wall and then do that, but then it would be like good. So what my idea is, I try to push this my table more further back. Okay, I can't, but I'll move two of the stones. Let's see. Right, you get this sponge and you go back and forth, scrubbing it until it's clean. A bit of the until of the old sponge will stay, but that's what you want. And the more rusty pipe, not too rusty, but rusty enough, and it's good. Now you rest it only at one end, because you don't want wet hands. I'm making the swallow. Now next, you then put it into coals. And you probably get that in the coals. Now look at the beauty on that. And what next? You go into the bag of... Now, it's not normally a bag called that, because it's a bag full of... It's just originally my grass cutter. You just rub it in. Now it's all good. Now what next is quite old. You put it down there, and you get a arsenic's ashes. Now you sprinkle some on it to make sure it's all good. After sprinkling a tiny bit, you sprinkle a bit more on each side. Now look at that beauty. The ashes work on good. Perfect. Now what are you thinking we're going to do next? we're gonna find our nearest cobwebs. Cobwebs hold things together. Using something like that. Because cobwebs are actually perfectly fine. Rowan, put that down. Put it down. Thank you. Now you get old cobwebs. A bunch of cobwebs do actually cobwebs help. Got all the cobwebs I can to give it an old netted vibe. Now what next you do is you get a now you get these every 50 years. Now luckily I got one from my very luckiness. Because originally I didn't know this was there, but I did just to make sure. To get one of these, you put something like a broken metal. Now from doing that, it then starts to grow. Now you think that's just a normal rock erosion, how that works. I get what you mean, but isn't that? Like the way it's done. There's no water, and then there's no roots. And then in the last 5 days, it grows roots. It grows roots. So it shows its living essence. And it's usually full of creative soul. So if I create it and then I later died, I would be in this rock until someone broke it. Technically giving them life. But luckily I wasn't. Now you just hammer it back and spits again. Now you're done. Now what next is you just get a regular brick from the arsonist's house. You know, you're wondering what do you mean? One of the burnt victims' houses. There we go. Now look at that beauty. Just smack it in its own mess. Now next you get an amethyst. Amethyst is a stone known for healing, but would kill objects. What I mean is it would banish them out of existence. Now, this is for objects. Living things are not harmed until evolved. This is an unevolved one. Now, smack it on the living soul rock, basically. Now turn it. Now it's good. Now we put it back in our location area with my other tools and previous pipes, but from different event. Now we get a box full of dirt from soul, dust, and some Tricolora. Tricolora is a root. Tries to take over human bodies, but it's not fully developed. That's what you want. We'll prick you. Look, it's yellowish and has weird, like, fitness orange. If it turned like purple inside, then it would be fully developed. And then you get a corpse of a snail. And dirt from dead cats, like if your ground isn't made of a monster. Perfect for it. Monsters live nowadays. So the soul gets linked into it. Then you get cobwebs that grows on it. And some of the substrate and grass and dusty remains of dead gardeners from the monster. Now you poke it a bunch of times just to get all the flavoring basically. But it's not flavoring. You also poke the shell and smash into it. Okay. Okay, Abby, I'm just finishing something up. Now you whack it. And now you get some more dead arsonist ashes. Now look, that's it. Now you get some stones. Now, it's pretty rare, to my garden's perfect. Now you smash it into it, forming like a bond. I've now finished it. Now you do the simple thing. You whack it 3 times on metal and trowel. You say trowel. Trowel, trowel, trowel. Now your stick is done. This is how you make a stick. Now if you want to know how to make more sticks, please comment below. And then you put that, and then you're done. And we're done. I'm going to put it down here and let rain wash it. That's the last step. Thank you for everyone for this video, and bye. Comment if you want a part 2. Abby, what are you doing? Them are my tools. A stick. I was making this stick.
Mom said get in now.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting in now. I'm getting Rowan. Jeez, my sister's there. Rowan, down. Rowan, down. Just have to get down. Rowan, get down! Get down, I said. Rowan, say subscribe. Rowan, say subscribe.
Why?
Say subscribe.
Why?
Thank you. Bye.